the bottom two clubs in the Premier League going head-to-head with 15 games to go in the season. Leeds United in possession in the 3rd minute. Brought forward by Junior Firpo. Now out to Nonto. He can have a dart. Armstrong comes across to that side to help Maitland-Niles. The Italian crosses early. Half a clearance from Ward-Prowse, only back to Nonto. Infield it comes to Adams. Adams leaves it out on that left-hand side for Junior Firpo. Now they come forward again. Nonto's got in behind on the left-hand side. Checks back onto his right foot. Crosses. Bamford tries to head it. It was just behind him. Leeds will try and keep it in, and in the end, under pressure, Saints clear. And the roar from Elland Road is from the home fans as they sense they had Saints reeling then for a moment and on the ropes. That clearance goes nowhere near a dark shirt. It is 0-0. Here's Jack Harrison coming deep. He hasn't been the same player since Marcelo Bielsa left, that's for sure. Has scored against Saints, of course, Harrison, last season here in the 1-1. And Nonto working down the left with Junior Firpo. The Spaniard crosses it, dangerous to Aronson. He put it across the box, Ayling from a narrow angle, smashes it. It's going to go all the way out on the far side. I think it's a goal kick to Saints. Went out by the corner flag in the end. It's the first real danger for Southampton as Leeds look to get in behind them. Ayling making up lots of ground. We know he loves a lung-busting run. Saints playing out from the back. Two centre-backs on the 6-yard box. They try and work it out. They look for Onuachu. Robin Koch leaps over him. And then Ayling and Armstrong clash. There's no foul. Onuachu finds Sulemana. Nonto comes back in the race of the mini-me's with their pace to battle with each other, and it comes out to Armstrong. That's great play. Gets it past one in the box, tried to show the goalkeeper the eyes, and he got it all wrong in the end. But his first touch, Stuart Armstrong, to take himself into the penalty area away from Luke Ayling was lovely, and he's got the finish all wrong. That's gone wide. 20th minute, 0-0. I haven't really written down a clear-cut chance yet in the game. Maybe that's the first. Here's Jack Harrison. Plays a long crossfield ball. Now Stuart Armstrong gets to get across because he's picked out Wilfred Nonto. Nonto left-hand corner of the penalty area. Firpo on his outside. Plays it to Firpo. Chips it into the penalty area. Bamford heads it. Second header comes in. Saints eventually hack it away in front of Bazunu. Bednarek again. And they need Onuachu to hold the ball up, which he's trying to do. He wants a free kick and he gets it. Onuachu did well there to win that free kick. I'm not sure there was much in it, but he's given Saints a reprieve, and they're starting to come under the cosh here in the last few minutes.
Yeah, and crosses from the side is one thing we have struggled with, and you can see Nonto, and I think Stuart Armstrong and Maitland-Niles need to kind of work that out, who's going to take who there. And I can see that Stuart Armstrong goes into the back of Maitland-Niles instead of helping him on the side. So Bamford wins the header, and Harrison kind of has a free header, hasn't he?
Now that's a terrible pass from Bednarek, put Maitland-Niles in trouble, and he can't recover his own error, and now it's 2-on-1, and into the D goes to Aronson. He's just held up, and then it's poked away by Bednarek, who recovers. Sulemana turns brilliantly, then skips away from the defender Verba. Suddenly he's over halfway, sees a great reverse pass to Onuachu, 35 yards out, decides to shoot, and Meslier can only parry it, even though it didn't have a lot of power, from 25 yards out, and then he jumps on it the second time. Meslier, what a little passage of play that was.
Yeah, and Bednarek got away with one there. He gave the ball away, and that could have cost us. And fair play, Harrison had a bad touch, and that saved us from having a 2-on-1 with the goalkeeper. Now
Saints still need to get the ball away. Bednarek and Lavia again make a mess of things, and then Maitland-Niles can't control it. Nonto from a narrow angle. Lavia half clears. Saints having a right mess about at the back of the penalty area. Ayling with a header, climbed by Bazunu, doesn't get it, gets the free kick eventually from Peter Banks after the challenge on him. Not sure Bamford did much wrong, but Saints will take the free kick in the 6-yard area. But Saints just giving up the ball, but also, Joe, guilty now 2 or 3 times. They're just not clearing their lines. Now Nonto just inside the Saints half on that left-hand side, the far side for Leeds, attacking the Norman Hunter end away to our right. Here's Brendan Aronson back in the team today, wins the corner. We are into the closing stages, last 2 minutes of the first half. The two bottom teams in the Premier League marching on together against We March On, you might say. And it's a corner to Leeds. Nonto will deliver it right-footed, in-swinger from the left-hand side. Takes a short one, everyone groans. Harrison will cross it to the back post. Bazunu punches not very far. Volley comes in from McKennie, it's over the bar. He couldn't get over the volley enough, and it's come off the top half of his foot and drifted over the crossbar for a Saints goal kick. But Southampton were lucky because at the back post there was a spare man when Harrison's cross came in, and Saints were lucky Bamford slipped. Ayling and Bamford combining again. Going in towards the edge of the D. Saints have got to be careful. Bamford turns, falls over. Looked way too easy for me. How he went over. Leeds fans are groaning, but seriously, that didn't look like a penalty to me. Bamford going down way too easily. But Leeds starting on the front foot again. Leeds Meslier in goal. Ayling at right back, Firpo at left back, Robin Koch and Max Buber, the two centre-backs. Then the sitting two midfielders, the Americans, Adams and McKennie. Then Harrison, Aronson and Nonto behind Bamford. A Latin ball for Bamford, who again got in the wrong side of Bella Kotchap, and he gets the shot away as Bella Kotchap tried to hold him up, and he hits it straight at Bazunu, and Bella Kotchap is down again. And he's been worked over by Bamford in this game for me. He's not up, but again they let Bamford get in and just creep in behind them.
It's way too
2
easy.
yards off him. Leeds trying to come forward through Harrison. 2 or 3 players working on this left-hand side. Walcott trying to stay with him. Harrison looks for a return ball. McKennie turned, found Aronson on the left. Crosses, shot from Somerville, brilliantly blocked by Kyle Walker-Peters. His first action in the game, threw himself in front of Somerville and blocked the shot that could have had Leeds taking the lead. Weston McKennie tackled by Maitland-Niles, and then he's tackled by Harrison, and it's tight, and suddenly McKennie makes a space for Harrison. Sinister's there, or Somerville, sorry. Rutter can't get there before Bednarik gets back and makes a good tackle, but Harrison's kept it in. He's been far more effective off this left-hand side. Maitland-Niles with a very good tackle. Did that touch his hand? It might have done. Referee says no handball. McKennie crosses. Bella Kotchap heads it out of the penalty area. Leeds trying to get the pressure on Saints now. They've made the attacking change with Rutter on the pitch. Somerville's on as well. He has it on this left-hand side. Clever ball to Harrison, and that's brilliant to Firpo. Oh, it's going to be everyone! And Junior Firpo has scored for Leeds United with just over 14 minutes of the game to go. It's his first Premier League goal. It's a massive goal for Leeds. It's a massive blow for Saints. It's Leeds 1, Saints 0 at Elland Road.
Oh, everything went wrong from the first Bednarik tackle when he tried to kick it out. He didn't kick it. He wanted a free kick. He just should have kicked it up for a throw-in, and then it ends up down in the kind of corner flag, and they just roll it inside us. Diallo doesn't react. It's just slow motion. It's embarrassing to watch, Adam. It's just ball watching. Everything is ball watching. Way too easy.
As Mara tries to change the complexion of this one, found Armstrong, tackled, still bustling hard, Mara, and then that ball going backwards. Meslier has to head it clear. He didn't want to catch it, even though it was accidental, and it's gone out for a Saints corner. So they're going to get a set-piece situation here, Joe. They didn't really think they would get, but I think the fact that Meslier decided not to catch it is interesting. There's no way it was a back header. It just pinged off Somerville's head. But he thought Meslier couldn't take the risk, Joe.
Now that shows the nerves, doesn't it?
Yeah, this is a chance. Here comes the corner. Oh, and Bella Kotchap charged big, and he just couldn't get over it. It skimmed off his head as he raced in towards the 6-yard box. And there's nothing he could do about that.
Just timed it by the 10th of a second. It was just a little bit early up, and that was too late for him to get over the ball, and he kind of just managed to flick it on.
It was a great run from Bella Kotchap, but he never got above it. It was always too high. It was all square at half-time. Saints tried to come out, but they haven't really tested Meslier all afternoon, Joe. He hasn't had to go for much, has he? One save in the first half, and Leeds try and break down the far side again, and Somerville hasn't found Walker-Peters. This could finish it. Somerville wide. It remains 1-0, but there's 45 seconds left, and I don't know how Saints are going to get at the other end of the pitch on time, and that was a let-off for Southampton. Leeds are going to play this out without any threat on their penalty area, really, in stoppage time. Harrison's gone round Maitland-Niles, holding it near the corner flag, and that's it. Saints have lost a massive game at the bottom of the Premier League here at Elland Road. Leeds win their first game in 11 matches in the league to go out of the bottom 3.